get up and move around to experience the acoustics from different angles. So you're welcome to kind of wander or dance or pick a new seat somewhere else and see how it sounds from a new spot. Just a little bit about more about this piece. This piece is in the minimalist style, and minimalism is a classical music style that evolved in 1960s New York City. Scholars consider it a reaction to interwar serialism, which was mathematic and very strictly complex. Minimalism is more diatonic. It has a restricted use of pitches and a static harmony, as you can hear. The rhythms were greatly influenced by Eastern music. And overall, minimalism has a focus on pure sonic power, rather than music being representative of something like an image or a dance or a story. So 6 pianos. This piece was about 15 minutes long, and there's 3 movements. Although the music never stops, there are 3 movements. They're all marked by a sudden change in harmony. The piece is composed mostly of 4 ostinato parts, so people who are playing basically the same pattern. Like Laura only has 1 pattern change the entire time, I believe. So, poor Laura. So there's 4 or 5 ostinatos going at any time, and there's 1 or 2 melodic parts going at any time. All the ostinato parts contribute to the sheer volume of the sound, which I think is the coolest part, just hearing this much acoustic sound in one space. As for the melodic parts, there's 2 things you can listen for. There's what we are calling additive rhythms. Oh, and by the way, we're sitting with most of the ostinato parts over here and more of the melodic parts over here, although we do play ostinato figures as well. So some of the melodic figures you can listen for are additive rhythms, such as when you add something. You might notice that this time. Something I didn't do, but what we are doing is we're playing every measure 4 times. So Steve Reich wrote every bar can be played 6 to 10 times, or 2 to 3 times, or 1 to 2, and it changes. But we just decided at our first rehearsal, we're playing every bar 4 times each. So you can hear that in the second listen. Another melodic thing you'll hear is what I'm calling fading in and fading out. That happens a lot in my part. It's loud. You can listen for the second time through. As a group, we are using eye contact and visual cues with our hands to make sure that we're all in the same place, because it's really easy to get off from each other, and that's actually part of the experience, is to be off a little bit, I think, sometimes. Anything else I forgot? Well, without further ado, we'll play it again, and feel free to stand up and move around this